Hello guys, and welcome to my corset making course. On this course, I will be showing you all you need to know about a corset making. A corset is a support garment which can be used in training the waist area in order to achieve a desired shape. A corset is commonly worn as an undergarment, but in the present day fashion, it has been adapted into tops and dresses. A corset can be with a bra cup or without a bra cup, and the bra cup can either be a ready-made bra cup or a customized bra cup, that is custom-made bra cup. More so, your corset can be without a boning or together with a boning. So guys, on this course, I will be showing you how to make a corset with a custom made bra cup. So in doing this, the first step is to draft your basic bodice block, which I have drafted on my pattern paper. So this line is my starting point line, okay, and here is the shoulder slope. This is the armhole. I have the chest level, the bust level, the empire level, the waist level, and the corset length, so which can either be on the hip level or below the hip level. So now, after drafting your basic bodice block, so the next step is to plot the darts. In making a corset, the first step is to plot the dart. So in plotting the dart, I will insert half of the bust span measurement I'm working with, okay, and my dart intake is going to be 2 inches. So that is 1 inch on both sides. So I'll mark out my 2 inches and get the midpoint. So I'm taking this downward by 1 inch from the bust point, and I'll connect to the 2 points of 1 inch. Okay, so then I will extend this downward to the corset length. So in doing this, I will confirm the measurement I have from my center front to the mid dart. So here I have 4.75. so I will insert the same 4.75 on the corset length. Okay, then I will connect the 2 sides of my dart to the corset length point. So on the corset length, I'm not picking any dart. Okay, when drafting pattern for your corset, this can be achieved using different method, but the method I'm about to show you now is the easiest method so far. So with this method, you'll be able to draft your pattern for any corset design. So guys, after plotting my darts, the next step is to construct the neckline. That is, I will be marking out the neckline of my corset. The neckline area is where the corset is starting. So that is the starting point for the corset. So in doing this, I will take the measurement I have in between my bust point and the empire level, the distance between the bust level and the empire level. So here I have 3 inches. The value is usually between 2.75 to 4 inches. So it varies. It depends on the size of the wearer and the body shape of your client. So after getting this value, which is known as the bust radius, the bust radius is the distance in between the bust level and the empire level. Then I will insert the measurement upward. From the bust point, I will lay the tip of my measuring tape on the bust level, and I will take it upward to the 3 inches points, so which is here. So this line is going to serve as my corset starting point. Okay, then I will label this as the corset starting point or corset neckline. They both mean the same. Now I have this part labeled as a corset neckline. Okay, so with this, the distance I have from the corset neckline to the chest level is 1.5 inches. Okay, and this is not a constant value as well. If you want your corset lower than this, you can reduce it to 1 inch, so you can make use of 1 inch point. And if you want it higher, you can take it to 2 inches point. It all depends on how open or close you want the upper part of your corset to be. So after drawing out the corset neckline, the next step is to extend my dart to the corset neckline point. So in doing this, I will extend my mid dart line from the bust point. I will just take it upward to the corset neckline. So in doing this, I will insert the same value I inserted on the bust level on the neckline as well, so which is 3.75. Okay, then I will take this to the bust level, so which is the apex. Okay, so on this point I will be taking half of an inch on both sides, half of an inch here, then half of an inch here. So in total I have 1 inch. So now I have half of an inch marked on both sides of the dart line. So the next step is to connect the 2 points to the bust level. Okay, and I will be making use of my curve ruler in order to move the dart away from the bust point. So if I position my curve ruler like so, automatically my dart connection will not get to the bust point. But if you don't have a curve ruler and you want to make use of a straight ruler, make sure you measure half of an inch or 0.75 upward from your apex, which is here. So you take it forward upward like so before connecting your dart with your straight ruler. But if you make use of a curve ruler, automatically your dart connection will not get to the apex. Okay guys, now I have my dart plotted successfully. Okay, so this is a normal way of plotting your dart. But now when it comes to making a customized bra cup, you will need to insert a certain amount of dart on the empire level. So which means you'll be picking some dart on the empire level. So after plotting my dart, what I have on my empire level as my dart intake is 0.75. So this is not enough to push up the bra cup. So for this reason, I will be adding to the dart intake I have on the empire level. So now the dart intake I will be picking on the empire level will be more than the one I have on the waist level. Okay, I have 1 inch on both sides of my dart on the waist. So on the empire level, I will make this 1/4 more than what I have on the waist in order to push in that part, which will help the breast cup to come out properly. So on this side, I will insert 1 inch and 1/4 here. On the other side as well, 1 inch and 1/4. Then I will connect the dart point I have on the empire level to the dart point I have on the waist level. You can see the difference. Can you see what I have here? Then I will now take this to this point, so which is the 1 inch point I measure downward from the apex. So guys, now I have my darts reconstructed on the empire level, which I marked out with a blue marker. Okay, I connected this to the waist level and to the 1 inch point I took downward from the apex. Okay, now the next step is to start constructing our breast cup. So in doing this, I'll come to the chest level at the center front. Then I will take this downward by 1 inch. So I have my 1 inch point here, and if you don't want this to be too deep, you can get the midpoint you have in between the chest level and your bust level. So just get the midpoint and mark it out. So you can see this point is not as deep as the 1 inch point I marked out. It all depends on your preference. Okay, so you can see what I have there. So this is the distance between the chest level and the bust level, and this point is the 1 inch point. So whichever one you choose to construct your breast cup is okay. So the next step is to take this point and connect it to the neckline. So I will be connecting this to the first dart leg I have by my side. So I will position my curve roller like so. Okay, so after doing this, the next step is to measure 1/2 inch forward from the center front. I will take this measurement on the chest level and on the bust level. Then I will connect the 2 points together with my straight ruler. So 1/2 inch here and on the chest level. Then I will bring it downward like so. So you can see I extended the line to meet the curve I just drew out. So the next step is to connect from the bust point, which is a 1/2 inch I measured forward, and I will be connecting downward to the empire level. So that is a dart point I have on the empire level. Okay, then I have it like so. You can see the positioning of my ruler. The curvy part of my curve ruler is facing towards the lower part of my pattern. Then I have it like so. Okay, so this part is done. Now let's move to the other side of my pattern in order to complete the shape of my bra cup. Now in constructing the other side of my bra cup, I will need to construct the side seam first before constructing the bra cup. So on the chest level, I have the quarter of the bust circumference measurement plus ease inserted already. Okay, so I don't need to insert any measurement on the bust level. Then I'll come to the empire level. I will insert quarter of the empire level measurements. So that is quarter of the empire circumference measurements. So which I have 8.5 inches. Then for the dart intake, I have 2.5 inches, which has to be returned back to the side. Now let me quickly explain this to you guys. When drafting your corset pattern, firstly you need to know the purpose of the corset you are making. Are you making it for fashion only or for the purpose of training the waist area? So if you are making your corset for the purpose of training the waist area, you have to put these 2 points into consideration. Number one, you have to reduce the waist circumference measurement at least by 2 inches. Number two, the type of fabrics you will be making use must be the one that can stretch and it is light like a corset mesh. If you are making your corset for the purpose of training the waist area, that is, you want to snatch the waist area, you must make use of a corset mesh and you must reduce the circumference measurement you have on the waist area. But if you are not doing this for the purpose of snatching the waist area, just for fashion only, then you can go ahead with all your measurements the way you have them. So I have this done. I have quarter of the empire circumference measurement inserted plus my dart intake, which is 2.5 inches. Then on the waist level as well, I will insert quarter of the waist circumference measurement. Now let's assume I'm making this pattern in order to snatch the waist area. The waist circumference measurement I'm working with is 36 inches. Okay, and half of 36 inches is what will be for the front panel on both sides. So if I divide 36 inches by 4, I have 9 inches. So from this 9 inches I will subtract 1 inch. So which means 2 inches will be subtracted from the front panel and 2 inches from the back panel. In total, that is 4 inches. So which means at the end of the day, after constructing my corset, I will have 32 inches left for the waist circumference measurements. That is why a corset mesh is needed in making this, so that the wearer will be comfortable when putting on the corset. Okay, so in total that is 4 inches, 2 inches for the front and 2 inches for the back. Now 4 inches minus 36 inches, I have 32. So I will divide 32 by 4, which I have 8 inches left. So if I'm making this pattern in order to snatch the waist area, definitely this part will be 8 inches, so which is here. But if I don't want that, I just want to make this as a fashion, then I can go ahead and make use of my exact measurements, which is 9 inches, and I will insert my dart intake. The dart intake is 2 inches. So I will be showing you how to connect the two patterns by the side. This measurement is for snatching the waist area, which I've subtracted 4 inches. Then from this point I will have my dart intake of 2 inches, which is here. Okay guys, so the measurement I have for this point, which is a green marker, is for snatching the waist area. So don't forget, these are the real measurements before adding my dart allowance. So from here to here is 2 inches. So this point, the green point, is for the snatching the waist, while this red point is for the normal measurement. So now to the corset length. On the corset length, I will be inserting quarter of the hip circumference measurement, which is 11 inches. Okay, so the next step is to connect the points together. So in connecting this, I will not be making use of too much of curvy part of my ruler, so just a slight curve. And if you are making your corset for the purpose of training the waist area, I will advise you use a straight ruler, so this will not add to the measurements you have on the hip area.